Y'all do not want to get into this because headphones and audio in general are a hobbyist's hobby. It's being an audiophile. When you get into that deep rabbit hole, you're never going to get out. It's going to cost you hundreds to thousands of dollars at a certain point. Once you open your mind to what high quality sound actually is, you'll never stop wanting more. And you'll be able to hear how muddy and trash your speakers, your headphones, and everything around you sounds. I'm not going to get too deep into what brands are usually popular, but Bose and Sony are usually not considered the best. They are only popular because of marketing and because of ANC, which is noise canceling. So it's decent for travel. But that's usually not how people actually judge quality of the sound. And let me just give you a quick rundown of how people usually, at least hobbyists in this space, like to judge headphones so that you yourself can go out and understand and compare headphones for real. That way you don't fall for marketing and you don't just fall for these entry-level kind of overpriced headphones like Sony and Bose are a lot of the time. So the 5 criteria that a lot of us use are tonal balance, detail and resolution, separation and sense of space, contrast and punch, as well as finally timbre. A lot of this is subjective, but tonal balance is a very complicated logarithmic kind of calculation, which at the end of the day, it kind of results in just measuring distortion for your headphones. Detail and resolution is about how fine of a detail your ears can pick up from the headphones. And trust me, this is usually one of the first things you pick up when you go from a low quality headphone or speaker system to a high quality one. It is instantaneously better. Separation and sense of space are 2 different things. Separation is about if you have 15 different instruments playing in an orchestra, how easily can your ear focus on each instrument separately in your mind? Versus sense of space, which is about how open the space is. Is the sound up close and right next to your face? Or does it sound like you're in a giant auditorium? If you play games, you're going to care about sense of space and somewhat about separation. And if you care a lot about jazz music or whatever, or orchestral music or any kind of band that has a lot of instruments in it, you're going to like separation a lot. Contrast and punch are opposites. Contrast is about swings that your headphones can perform from low volume to high volume, and it's very noticeable. And punch is where it's compressed and there's not much of a difference. And finally, timbre is about how natural a sound is, which is both good and bad depending on what kind of music you listen to, and is very subjective. So that's all the criteria that you need to keep in mind when you're comparing headphones and looking at reviews of headphones so that you understand what is good and what is bad. It's going to be an expensive journey, but it's going to be worth it if you have the money.